The Eurostudent 8 report is now available on the HEA website. This video explainer will take you through the report, focusing on chapters 4 to 7 contained within Eurostudent 8. The Eurostudent survey focuses on the social dimension of higher education, and the data collected is comparable across Europe. Students were surveyed across Irish higher education institutions in 2022, with approximately 21,000 students responding to the survey. The chapter headings are listed here, and in this video we will focus on chapters 4 to 7, which cover student finances, accommodation, course workload, employment, and mobility abroad. Students were asked about their income, expenditure, and financial well-being. The average cash income per month is €1,122 per student, and the largest share of this, 59%, comes from a paid job during term time, followed by savings from previous jobs, support from parental family, and state student supports. Average expenditure per month is €1,340 per student. The largest expense is accommodation, making up 35% of expenditure, followed by food at 13% and transport at 8%. Students were asked if they were experiencing financial difficulties. Overall, 33% said that they were, and this figure compares with 26% in the Eurostudent 7 report. Students were asked about their living arrangements, including whether they live in student accommodation. Overall, 49% of full-time undergraduates live in student accommodation, and 27% of full-time postgraduates live in student accommodation. Students were asked about course workloads, employment, and time budget. For full-time students, 18 hours are spent in taught studies, with a further 19 hours in personal study. This gives a subtotal of 37 hours spent in study. When paid jobs are included, this gives a total workload of 46 hours per week. For part-time students, 7 hours are spent in taught studies, with a further 13 hours in personal study. This gives a subtotal of 20 hours spent in study. When paid jobs are included, that gives a total workload of 55 hours per week. For full-time students, the majority of both undergraduates and postgraduates work during term time, either during the whole term or from time to time during term. For part-time students, only a small minority of students don't work at all during term time. Students were asked if they had undertaken study abroad. Overall, a small minority have taken part in study abroad, with 96% of students never having undertaken a study period abroad. Of those 96%, 77% do not intend to go, 18% intend to go but have made no plans, and 5% are preparing to go. For those who have studied abroad, Erasmus is the most popular study programme, and 76% had partial or complete recognition of credits. Students were asked what they felt were the greatest obstacles to study abroad, and the three most common issues listed were the financial burden, a loss of paid job due to absence, or insufficient language skills. The Eurostudent 8 report is available on the HEA website, hea.ie.